Hey, how's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing well. It's a cold, dark, wet, miserable time here in New Zealand, but we are in the middle of winter, so what can you do? Anyway, I just wanted to make a very quick update on June's passive income. Let me go over how much passive income I earned for that month and where that money came from. Okay, so the largest amount of money came from my dividends, and that specifically came from two portfolios that earn me regular dividends, primarily my dividend income portfolio. That's a high yield dividend portfolio that I set up bang on a year ago, actually. And then I've got a few other dividends that rolled in from another portfolio I have, mostly growth stocks, but they just happen to pay dividends. So how much in total did I make in dividends in June? The total amount was $356.67. And I will say that all of these amounts that I'm quoting today are in US dollars. That's just because all of my funds and shares that I own are actually US holdings, and they're always quoted in US dollars. So yeah, that was a good month for dividend income. Again, dividend income keeps increasing. Each month I'm hitting new highs. I think the previous month in May, I made about 280, 290 or so US dollars. So my strategy is working. Basically all that strategy is with all these dividends I get each month, I just buy more of those funds and shares in those portfolios. I also roll some of my savings to that each month, and each month I'm slowly drip feeding a significant amount of savings that I hold that was just sitting in a high interest bank account. Not that high interest really. You get the picture. It could be doing better somewhere else. In this case, it's making much more money for me in my dividend portfolio. All right, on to the next source of income for June, and that was YouTube earnings. Not from this channel, of course. It's a very small, very new channel, but I am close to hitting 100 subscribers, so thanks to everybody who has subscribed so far. YouTube earnings was $41.63 US. And I do have to add that that money hasn't actually gone into my bank account yet. What YouTube does is they have a minimum threshold, and here in New Zealand, it's a threshold, I think, of 130 New Zealand dollars that you have to reach before they send that payment to your bank account. So it's looking like I'll get another payment, I don't know, in the next month or so. And the final source of passive income that I earned for the month of June was from options trading. Now I know that sounds quite technical, and to some people that might sound a little bit scary. Options trading, I've heard about that. Isn't that something really risky like gambling? You can definitely lose money. You can also definitely make money. And making money is what I've been doing. I actually earned $99.54 in the month of June profit from trading options. I won't go into too much detail about trading options because it's very, very complicated. I'll probably make a video about it very soon, just to give you guys some idea of exactly what it is I'm doing. You never know. If you're like me, about a year ago, I stumbled upon a video on YouTube about a strategy called selling cash secured puts, which is what I'm doing. All that simply means is really there's a particular stock that I like. I would be happy to own the stock, but I'm not actually buying or selling shares per se. I'm selling contracts, options contracts. In this case, the particular type of options contract I'm selling are called put options. These contracts are basically just an obligation for me to buy a particular stock at a particular price by a particular date. For instance, at the moment, I've currently got two put options open in my brokerage account against a company called SoFi. SoFi is a US-based online bank and fintech company. Options contracts are always for 100 shares. To put it into perspective, just over a week ago, there was one particular contract that I have open right now. I sold on SoFi, and that contract was by mid-August. I think it's like August 21st. If SoFi's stock price reaches $15 or less, I will have to buy 100 shares of SoFi. Now, for making that contract, for selling that contract, I collect a premium. I sold that contract at a premium price of 73 cents per share. Now remember, we're always dealing with lots of 100 shares with options, so times that by 100, and for selling the contract, I actually collected $73. That $73 is completely mine to keep. A few things could happen by August 21st, and that could be that SoFi's stock price falls below $15 or hits exactly $15, in which case I will suddenly be on the hook to buy 100 shares of SoFi. I don't mind that because, like I said, I quite like the company. I'd be happy to own 100 shares of SoFi. But another scenario is that SoFi's price could stay above $15 by August 21st, in which case the whole contract just expires and I just keep the money. Or there's another scenario, which is what I've been doing this past couple of months. The value of these contracts that I wrote over a week ago has diminished. I mean, I had one contract open in early June that I sold for I think about 50 something US cents, and after a couple of weeks the price of SoFi went up. That contract's value went down really quickly, and I think it got down to about like 13, 14 cents in value. So I just bought the contract back. End of contract, I pocketed the profit. It really is as simple as that. But like I said, it can be a little bit hard to grasp at first. So yeah, I'll make a video about that one day. Anyway, so the total amount of passive income that I earned for June was, in US dollars at least, $497.84. That's more than the previous month, so that's a win. Less money this month from YouTube, but I'm okay with that. You should definitely never rely on AdSense income. The main thing is that dividend income keeps increasing. Also, I'm getting more confident with my cash secured put trading. Yeah, almost $100 earned from that trading. This month, I'm already on the hook to make a bit more money in options trading than June. I have actually added a little bit more money to that brokerage account where I'm trading options in, so I can actually have a few more options contracts on the go at any given time. Oh yeah, I should actually mention that the total amount in my home currency, which is New Zealand dollars, is $872.83 for the month. Not too bad for, well, making money for very little physical effort, to be honest. And I'll make another update soon for the month of July and how much passive income I make this month. I make these numbers videos, one for myself so I can document where I'm going with my whole strategy, but I've also had the odd comment here and there saying, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. How did you set that up? So yeah, if you find this really, really interesting, get in touch with me in the comments below. I love to chat about these sorts of things. So look forward to that. Anyway, thanks for watching.